No one taught me how to be an adult. I just grew up. Just like that. One day I had toys, and the next, responsibilities. I thought being grown up meant freedom, going out whenever I wanted, eating whatever I liked, making my own choices. But no one told me that choosing hurts, that sometimes you don't know what's right, that to choose is to give something up, and no one will tell you if you did the right thing. As a kid, I dreamed of growing up. I wanted to be independent, have money, a house, respect. But no one warned me about the loneliness. No one explained how to do taxes, or how to deal with anxiety. No one prepared me to watch my parents grow old, or to feel useless when they fall apart. I learned to pretend everything's fine, to wear a smile, to say I'm okay, even when I'm falling apart inside. No one taught me how to live with fear, fear of failure, fear of not being enough, fear of being alone, fear of disappointing everyone. They told me to study, to work hard, to be someone. But no one told me what to do when I don't even know who I am. Being an adult isn't what I imagined. It's waking up tired, working, even when you're broken, and going to sleep with your mind full of worries. Being an adult is looking back and wondering, where did that child go? Where are my dreams? What happened to my laughter, my energy, my innocence? It's realizing no one is coming to save you. Everything's on you. If you don't get up, no one will do it for you. It's cooking for one, eating with your phone, and cleaning your sadness while doing the dishes. No one told me that crying would be so quiet, so hidden, so late at night. No one taught me how to ask for help, or how to accept that I can't always do it alone. I learned the hard way. Through mistakes, through bills I didn't understand, through relationships that broke because I didn't know how to communicate, because I was scared, because I was proud, because I didn't know how to love. No one taught me that love also means growing up, that it's not just about feeling, it's about caring, showing up. Even when you don't feel like it, being an adult means staying when you want to leave, moving forward without knowing where you're going, making choices without guarantees, and facing the consequences. They told me time heals all wounds, but they didn't tell me that sometimes time just hides them, that the pain doesn't go away. We just cover it with to-do lists. I'm writing this because I don't want to forget. I don't want to lie to myself. I want to remember that I'm not broken. I'm just learning. Late. Yes, very late. But still learning. And that matters too. Falling and getting back up. That's also brave. I've learned to see my parents as people. Not heroes. Not perfect, just humans, with flaws, with fears, with wounds they never talked about. And by seeing that, I understood myself a little more. Because if they were lost too, how could they teach me not to get lost? I don't blame them. I try not to. But some days I do. Some days anger wins. Because I feel like I deserved more guidance, more hugs, fewer screams, more understanding. But here I am, learning to care. For myself, trying to become the adult I needed as a child, it's hard, so hard. I don't have all the answers. Sometimes I feel like a child in disguise, playing life, hoping I don't mess it all up. But every day, I learn something new. Every mistake teaches me something. Every fall shows me what I'm made of. And even if it hurts, I keep going. Because giving up isn't an option. It's just another way of losing myself. Today I understand that being an adult isn't having it all figured out. It's doing the best you can with what you have, and learning to forgive yourself when you fall short. Sometimes I think, if I ever have a child, I'd teach them differently. I'd tell them it's okay not to know, that it's okay to cry, that they don't have to carry it all, that being strong also means asking for help, that being an adult doesn't mean you stop feeling. It means you feel and keep going anyway. Maybe I didn't have that guidance, but I can become it. For someone else. For who I was. For who I am. For who I'm becoming. This path is long, and yes, very lonely. But every step, even the small ones, brings me closer to peace, and that makes it all worth it. Sometimes I wake up and forget what day it is. Not because I actually forgot, but because they all feel the same. Routine, responsibilities, things to do, bills to pay, and very few things that truly excite me. They told me dreams come true if you work hard. But no one talked about how exhausting that can be. No one warned me about the cost. Some days I achieve things, but I don't feel them, because in my head, there's already another goal, another task, another worry, and just like that, life passes by. Always waiting for a moment of peace that never comes. Being an adult is living among deadlines, delaying joy, enduring pain, smiling, as if nothing's wrong. But something is wrong. Inside, in the body, in the soul. It builds up, it stays, and one day, it breaks you. I've broken many times, mostly in silence, because people are busy, and I don't want to bother anyone. Sometimes I just want to disappear for a while, go somewhere where no one knows me, somewhere I can breathe without guilt, without pressure, without having to prove anything. Just exist. But I can't, because I have bills, responsibilities, people who depend on me, and even when I'm tired, I keep going, because that's what's expected, because I don't want to disappoint anyone, not even myself. Sometimes I feel like I live for others. That every decision I make is shaped by what others think, what others need, what others expect. And I ask myself, when did I stop listening to me? When did I lose sight of what I want? Where did I leave my voice? Being an adult is a long list of shoulds, comparisons, pressure, and even though I know it, I still fall into it. I measure myself. I judge myself. I push myself too far until I can't anymore. And I pause, and I breathe, and I cry, yes, in secret, as always. But I cry, because I don't want to carry it all alone anymore. I've learned it's okay to ask for help, that it doesn't make me weak, that it doesn't make me less. It took me years to understand that. I told myself 1,000 times without believing it. But slowly, I'm starting to accept it. I also learned to say no, to set boundaries, to choose myself. Sometimes I feel guilty, but I know it's necessary. Because if I don't take care of me, no one will. There are good days, and others, when I just want to quit. But when I think about quitting, I remember everything I've already survived, everything I thought I couldn't do, and still did, and I make peace with myself, with my mistakes, with my stumbles, with my story. Being an adult is accepting that you won't always be okay, and that's okay. What matters is to keep going, even slowly, even with fear. I've also learned to let go, to release people who don't help me grow, to close chapters, to forgive, even without an apology, and to forgive myself for not knowing sooner, for hurting myself, for not loving myself the way I deserved. Now I see growing up isn't about having it all figured out. It's about making peace with the unknown. It's learning to trust, even when nothing is certain. I've lost people I loved deeply, and it hurts. It still hurts. But I've learned that love doesn't die with absence. It transforms. It lives in me. Being an adult is crying over a song, laughing during a short call, and feeling grateful for one more day, even if it was hard. I'm not here to pretend. This is not easy. But I've found small beauty in the mess. Warm cup of coffee, a quiet afternoon, an unexpected, "I love you," a long hug. These little things save you. Even if no one notices, I've learned to embrace my vulnerability, to show up without masks, to say I'm not okay without shame. And that is freedom. I don't want to fake it anymore. I don't want to act like I have it all together. Because I don't. And that's fine. I want to be real. With myself. With others. With life. Being an adult is living with a broken heart and still choosing to love. It's knowing life won't always be fair, but still deciding it's worth living. If someone's listening to this, I want you to know. You're not alone. Whatever you're feeling, I feel it too. And it's okay to feel lost. Growing up is confusing, and sometimes it hurts, but it also teaches, and it changes you. I don't have all the answers, but I have the will to keep trying, to keep learning, to keep becoming, because even if no one taught me how to be an adult, I'm figuring it out. My way, at my pace, through my failures, and my wins, and that makes me strong. Today, I'm kinder to myself, more patient, more human, and every day, I try to become the adult the child I once was, needed so badly. Because that child still lives inside me, and he deserves care, love, and peace. I don't know what tomorrow brings. I don't know if I'll get it right. But today, I'm here, present, aware, alive. And that, for me, is enough.